What's good? Or two of my bitches. How in the are y'all feeling? Anyway, listen right. Can a bitch talk to y'all for a minute? You know, since it's just us, a bitch got some shit he needs to get off his chest real quick. True story, real talk, real quick, 1 minute, but not really. Listen, bitches. So, I got a question for y'all. Like, real talk. So, I've been like sitting here wondering because the past couple of days, especially, like, I swear it's just like almost everywhere, especially down here. But it just be tripping, right? Talking about he cheating on me or whatever. And like, this is legit. No shade to my neighbor, but baby, her whole door almost got kicked down. Like, it's no shade to person, but off a nickel. Like, for real. It's like when I tell you, but that's just not the only thing, but it's however what sparked this question. Not only that though, I've been seeing this like almost everywhere, almost every single day. What my fault, the ice maker done lost his damn mind. But anyway, I've been seeing this like almost every single day where both bitches and niggas and bitch niggas alike be over here tripping out because a nigga or a bitch is cheating on them. And it's just like, one, what do you consider cheating? So this is like kind of a two-part question with a little like story time. So one, what do you consider cheating? And two, well, no, actually that's it. But there's a subcategory to it. So do you consider a nigga cheating if he just go fuck somebody else even if he told you? Or is he cheating, he or she? I'm just saying he, just keep it direct. But however, if the nigga told you he was going to fuck somebody else and then he go fuck them, or if he just go fuck somebody else and not tell somebody, or is it cheating all the way around just if they have some type of connection with another person that they don't have with you? So, as I mentioned, I'm bringing this up because one, I see it like almost every day. One, in person, on vlogs, TV, just everywhere. And it's like almost every single day. However, that whole kicking down the door shit. But let me tell you, that shit was control. But I mind or whatever. So, little light story time. And I'll tell y'all about that later, but I think she just got home, so I don't want this little event to come through and she like, oh, this nigga all up in my business, bitch. You letting everybody in your business, but that's not my business. Yeah, anyway. So, little light story time, right? So I remember, well, first off, if y'all know me, y'all already know. And if you don't, you about to find out, bitches. But I remember when I was like, I had to be about 19, 20 or whatever. It's when I was living in PA. And I've only dated two people in my entire life. And the first person that I dated was when I was living in PA or whatever. And I'm telling y'all, that's the max. I'm keeping it at 2, most likely. But anyway, so the first person I ever dated was in PA. And I swear, the nigga, some people call it kidnapping. I call it holding against his will. No, I'm just joking. But however, we eventually started dating because he asked me to accompany him to one of his friends' wedding. And then at the time I didn't have a car and he was supposed to bring me back to my hometown, like after staying there a week. And he never did. And even when I asked him, was he going to do so the week later? And then the following week later, he kept making excuses. So I eventually stayed down there and a whole bunch of shit happened. However, this particular time, this nigga did some old crazy-ish, right? So, here's the thing. I'm the type of person that I don't consider it cheating if you tell me that, you want to go fuck somebody else. I completely understand. One, because I'm almost 100% a complete bottom. Almost. I do go to dick sometimes, but few and far between, and it's for certain occasions, maybe. But anyway, that's the side point. So, because of I'm almost 100% about him, I understand that niggas got needs, right? So, if you want to go fuck somebody else, just let a bitch know. So that you ain't going to fuck them and then come back and fuck me and you about to, no bitch, you ain't about to, no, I bet you ain't even about to give me a, none of that, okay? No, don't do it. If you go fuck them, then let me know. And then it's like, okay, it's whatever. Not saying that we can't fuck, but however, we just can't fuck for a period of time, not until you go get tested, or we both get tested together as per usual, and just make sure some shit is straight or whatever. And then we could possibly fuck after that. Or no, and then we could more than likely fuck after that. However, just let a bitch know. That's it. That's the only rule that I have. Just let a bitch know before you go and fuck them and get tested. And that's literally it. That's it. So I don't consider it cheating if you do that. However, this particular day, this nigga gonna tell me, we gonna call my ex, we gonna call him Pepper, and we gonna call the nigga that, here we go. Okay. So Pepper decided that he was going to bring his study buddy over, and they had a class project. This was the story he gave me. They had a class project or whatever, and my ex was going to be a physical therapist, I want to say. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yes, because I remember one of his books said kinesiology, and I know that kinesiology is connected to physical therapy. So yeah, so he was going to be a physical therapist, right? And so he was like, oh, so I want to bring my study buddy over, so that, because we have a class project and we got to get it done. So I'm like, okay, it's cool, it's whatever, that's your study buddy, it's whatever. The nigga, he walked in the door, whatever. This nigga was 8 foot, 12 foot, 7 foot, 14 foot by 10 foot, 12 foot. This nigga was tall as fuck, okay? He had to literally duck to get in the door, like true story. His Pepper's study buddy or whatever. So, Pepper introduced this nigga to me as such and such. I forgot his real name, so that's why we're going to just call him study buddy. And he was like, okay, so Pepper gonna tell me him and study buddy are about to go upstairs to study. So I'm like, okay, it's cool or whatever. I introduced myself. I had no issue with it at all. I was going to stay downstairs and chat because I had just got finished with school and work. So it's like, whatever, I'm relaxing. This is a Thursday. This is the night before we have our, occasional movie night or our weekly movie night or whatever. So I'm cool with it. Y'all go upstairs. I'm probably going to chit-chat on the phone, which I end up doing, and watching some TV or whatever. So I'm sitting there on the couch / futon or whatever, downstairs, and Pepper and study buddy go upstairs or whatever to our bedroom. I still don't care too much, just whatever. So I end up calling. My old best friend gave me a call while I'm on a couch / futon, watching TV. So I'm talking to my old best friend or whatever. We just chit chatting or whatever. Now my old best friend at the time, yeah. At that time, he was still staying in my hometown or whatever, and I'm in PA. So we on the phone or whatever, just talking, just regular issue or whatever. And next thing you know, all you hear is, and then, like, wait, to my old best friend, I'm like, nigga, I think Pepper and study buddy having sex or whatever, because at the time I ain't curse. So I was like, I think Pepper and study buddy having sex. And he like, bitch, no they not. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I swear, I think they having sex. And I like a dork, like he couldn't really hear it. I was like, no, listen. So because literally where I was sitting at downstairs, our bedroom was literally right directly above. So I thought like, okay, my old best friend could hear it too. So like a dork, I raised the phone up to the ceiling like, oh, you hear it, nigga, you hear it? I was like, you hear it? And he's like, no. He's like, bitch, go upstairs and bust down that door like you the FBI. So I'm like, no. At the time I was more timid, a little bit more shy, all of that ish. So now I don't know what the fuck happened, bitch. After I turned like a certain nigga, it's just like, fuck it. At the time I was a little bit more timid and shy, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, bitch, kick down that door. And I love my old best friend, because he was so fucking ratchet with it. He did not care at all. He was just like, kick down the door. It couldn't be me. Like all of it, he was spazzing out for me. I was like, that's how you can tell you got a real bitch by your side. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go upstairs though. I'm gonna go upstairs. So I remember taking off my slippers, had on my socks, and we had wooden stairs or whatever, and you would have to walk up the stairs a certain way in order to not make the stairs creak. And I remember like stepping over 2 stairs at once and just doing like I'm some motherfucking spy. And still, no, I had the phone to my chest this time. And so I have the phone to my chest, and but I remember telling my old best friend, I'm like, just be quiet, just shh, don't make any noise or whatever. So I had the phone to my chest, and I finally get upstairs. Now, pause. Me and Pepper's bedroom door was a hood ass door. It didn't shut all the way, right? So I shouldn't say it didn't shut all the way. It would shut all the way, but you have to slam it. He didn't slam it this time. So it was a slight crack in the door, like a slight, nothing where you could really see, like you could probably see light coming through it or something like that, but nothing major. However, my black nosy ass finally get upstairs and literally turn to, because our room was to the right once you get upstairs, turn to the right, and the door isn't fully closed. So I like literally creep it open just a little bit. But it just, I ain't gonna bother to tell you, Study Buddy is banging the literal shit, okay, out of Pepper. Like, tearing that ass up when I tell you. And the crazy thing is, this nigga was black, Study Buddy. He ain't had nobody ass. Like, that mess looked like 2 burnt chicken cutlets just dangling. Like, it looked like, I was like, nigga, he had a big ass dick though. I ain't even gonna lie. He would pull it back. Cause I stayed there for a good like 10 to 15 seconds or whatever. And just watching it. Cause I'm like, bitch, for real? Are you? I know you lie. No, you lie. You over here. Okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay. And I remember looking at it and it's just like, like I got a cold feeling in my throat or whatever. And then I was just like, okay, just walked out back downstairs. So I tiptoed my black ass back downstairs, sat on the couch or whatever, and got finished talking to my best friend. He was like, bitch, you should go up there and whoop his ass, like all of this stuff. And I was like, no, I ain't even like that. I ain't even like that. So long story short, right, I'm sitting there, and when I heard Peppa and a Study Buddy coming from out the door, so I ended up stopped talking to my best friend, hung up the phone or whatever. And when I heard Peppa and his Study Buddy coming downstairs, I act like I played like I was asleep or whatever. And so I ended up acting like I was asleep or whatever. And the next day was, as I mentioned earlier, was our movie night, me and Peppa's movie night or whatever. So we on our way to the store or whatever, and I'm not, I don't spaz out initially. Like, I just keep it cool. So, but we having a normal conversation like it's completely nothing. Like, I'm just playing it off like it's nothing. Like, I ain't just hear and see them fucking. Bitch, when I tell you, we on our way to the store, and I remember getting out the car. Excuse me, I remember getting out the car, and Peppa open up the door and get out, and he's talking on the phone to Study Buddy, and I get out the car too, and I look right across at Peppa, and I was like, "Oh, is that Study Buddy?" He is like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, tell him I hope he enjoyed last night." Peppa's face dropped. I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, his face dropped, and he was like, "You know?" And I was like, yeah, like how could I not? Like I heard you all and I saw you all. And he starts smirking, and he is like, "I'll call you back to Study Buddy or whatever." And I was like, "It's cool or whatever, it's cool." You're like, I don't care. And then on our way into the store, I was like, the only thing that I'm upset about is that why didn't you tell me? Like, you could have just told me that y'all were going there to fuck. Like, I didn't care if you told me that. You lied directly to my face and said that he was your Study Buddy. Nigga, you knew that y'all were going there to fuck. Like, which is cool. But you lied to me. And we had this conversation prior to you asking me to be your boyfriend. So, what are you doing? Like, why would you lie to somebody that doesn't give you a reason to lie to them? It made absolutely no sense to me. So, we ended up still having a normal night, believe it or not. We had a normal night. We discussed it. He apologized profusely, and he apologized for days too, and tried to do some things to like make up for it. And I was like, nigga, I ain't really mad at the fucking part. Y'all fuck all day long, every day. Bring the nigga by back next time. That's what if you got a big ass nigga. I'll suck it after y'all get finished fucking. Or y'all, I suck it before y'all get finished fucking. Or before y'all start fucking. Like, come on, nigga. Like, I don't really care about that. Just let a bitch know. And you lied, nigga. Like, you lied. That, like I said, it was a little light story time. However, that is something I consider cheating. But I never tripped out about it. Never spazzed out, never flipped out, none of that ish. Because I understand niggas gonna be niggas, one, at the end of it all. And two, it's like, in all honesty, it's, in my eyes, it's just physical. Like, it's just sex. Like, people be putting all this, investing their emotions and thoughts and feeling, all of that ish behind something so physical. Like, it's literally just physical, and tripping the fuck out over it. And it was just like, it's just not my thing. So my question is, one, do y'all consider that cheating, what Peppa did, Peppa and Study Buddy, well, what Peppa did or whatever, or nah, because me and Peppa had that conversation, but do y'all consider it cheating or not, basically? And what is cheating in your eyes? Let a bitch know. Anyway, I just have to get that off my chest. I'll talk to y'all later. Night.